What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the H-Time Rundown. This is your boy AD, and I got my co-host in the building, Mike G, Jules, and Auntie Swan. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hi, fellas. How y'all doing this evening?
Going good. How about you?
Wonderful.
Hey, it's a wonderful day. Football is back and it's on.
Yes. I don't care if it's bad football.
Right. It's two trash teams playing right now, the Patriots and the Carolina Panthers, that ain't by worth a dog. I ain't let me stop. But yeah, man, it's football season is in full swing right now. Training camp is in full swing for the Houston Texans. So it is a wonderful, wonderful day to be a football fan in America. Shout out to DJ Waller. What's good, brother? But yeah, man, let's talk about it. It's been a lot of things going on in the NFL. People signing. We had the Justin Simmons situation we're going to talk about later. You got the Brandon Ayuk trade that's been reported that it still ain't finalized. It's been it's been final, but not finalized for like the last week and a half. Shout out to Antonio Brown for breaking the news with CTSPN. So it's been a lot of stuff going on. Veteran safeties, been signing left and right. I think them boys up there signed two safeties back to back, if I'm not mistaken. Ain't that right, Auntie Swan?
Titans.
Who?
I was trying not to say the name.
Yeah.
Because if you say the name, they will appear.
Thank you.
3 times.
But no, so yeah, they signed two older safeties back to back. To kind of help
Diggs and who's the other dude? I forgot.
Adams, Jamal Adams. So
he's really like a linebacker. He's really not a safety.
Yeah.
He's like more of a box linebacker.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, our good brother Jules brought up a question. I'm gonna let you go ahead and ask that question again before we get into the safety market. Go ahead and.
So there's a report that's saying, and this is all it's not in, it's not by the real series, but the report is that Pittsburgh and the 49ers are looking for a third team to be part of the trade because the 49ers looking for a receiver. What would y'all be okay with trading Robert Woods or Noah Brown to the 49ers, who you might have to see in the Super Bowl, and what would you want to receive back to make a player or a couple of draft picks? How that trade look for you, or would y'all do that?
I'm good with Robert Woods. I would do it as a fifth. Make it a conditional. Yeah, I mean, because let's face it, he's not going to be the starter. He's that veteran presence. So to me, fifth rounder, you can make it conditional based on playing time to get it to a fourth. But at his age and based on his production from last year, not been on the field certain times, to me, a fifth would be fine. We get the fifth back that we gave up.
But why wouldn't he be a starter? Because they losing Brandon Ayuk. Who else on that team that you really can say?
I would think they would think Ricky Pearsall is their heir apparent. Now I know he's hurt right now in camp, but I'm still thinking when they drafted, that was what they were thinking. In case we don't re-sign him, we have somebody to step in, whether that is immediate. But keep in mind that's a Shanahan offense.
Right. That's why I'm saying Robert Woods probably the best one because he's been that type of offense for the past 2 teams.
Mm-hmm. He's only played in, if I'm not mistaken, West Coast offense his whole career. Because he's been with the Rams, and who was he with before the Rams?
The Titans.
And before then, it was Buffalo.
He played that 1 year with the Titans that damn near decapitated his career.
Yeah, because he tore his ACL there.
Shout out, Larry. What up? Shout out, chill out. But I think Robert Woods would be a perfect fit for him. I'm trying to pull up the roster now to see.
Oh, I forgot they got Debo.
They have Debo
Yeah,
Samuel, yes.
yeah,
Forgot?
he's the number one.
No,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, I
One
remember.
of
No, I
the-
remember talking with 49ers fans about it. That's what I'm saying is. So yeah, he would. Yeah, that'd be a perfect fit.
Right. That's what I was saying. But I was trying to find a player on either roster, a D tackle or a safety. I would want back in the trade, and
Oh,
I couldn't figure one
I
that I
So
would
can.
take.
so
I
so that
can. Want to be messy? Give me back Rankins.
so let me
Oh,
say this.
Give me back
oh,
Sheldon Rankin.
man,
I'm
nobody want
sorry.
Sheldon Rankins.
No. I will take Sheldon Rankin over Archer at this particular moment because Archer ain't gonna be playing.
Isn't he in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
No. Oh, I thought he
Yeah,
went to San
Rankins in
Francisco.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Who did we trade and send to San Francisco then?
Yeah,
Oh, you're talking about
Sheldon
Malik
Rankins in
Collins?
Cincinnati.
Collins, that's who it is. Sorry, I knew it was one of them that we,
Malik
because them
Collins,
folks
there it
kept
is.
saying, why didn't we just keep him? Why did we let him go since we didn't finalize the trade with
So
He just
Armstead?
defense.
so let me jump in the conversation really quick. When it
Mississippi.
comes when it comes to trading of Robert Woods, Killer Cal brought up the point saying, "Man, no, we're gonna cut Woods. We're not getting a fifth." The reason why we would get a fifth is because we're helping them facilitate the trade as the third team. The reason why it's been a delay and a holdup between the Steelers and the 49ers this long is for compensation. The Steelers aren't giving the compensation and they're not sending a player back. So right now, San Francisco is looking for a player in return to fully facilitate the trade. So that is the thing that is kind of holding up, and that's the thing where we would benefit as the third team by giving them a Robert Woods or a Noah Brown, who is a veteran who can help, along the way. Because I'm looking at their roster right now, and outside of IU, they got a bolo. They got about at least 10 to 12 wide receivers on their roster right now.
Right.
But outside of Debo, and if you trade
Jennings.
Brandon Ayuk, you talking about Jawan Jennings. I
He ain't too bad.
mean,
Who's good in their system?
That's what
yeah,
I'm
Yeah, he's
saying
not bad.
he's
He ain't
okay.
bad.
He's
He a
okay,
third
but
receiver. He a
No,
third receiver.
Great blocker,
he's
but
good
he's
for
not
them.
gonna. And he did play well in the Super Bowl. We have
I'm
to give
just
him
saying
credit for
he's
that.
good for
But
them. So if you add Woods to that,
yeah, I mean, you're talking about Jawan Jennings, Debo, and then you're talking about Ricky
Pearsall.
Pearsall, who's
Mhm.
actually on the active non-football injury list. So
Oh, he'll be back.
whatever he did to get hurt, it wasn't on the football field.
Oh, he'll be
Um,
fine.
yeah, I mean, he'll be fine during the season. I mean, you got players like Ronnie Bell, the Texans great Chris Conley. Um,
Legend.
they do have another rookie, Jacob Cowing, who we were talking about from Arizona,
Yeah,
who who may be something, but
the
it's
second
a
coming
lot
of
of
Jacob.
right. It's a lot of youth in that receiving room
Mhm.
outside of Chris Conley, who's a 10-year vet, and Brand. If you take away the big names, Ayuk and Debo, no other receiver on their roster has played more than 4 years.
And
So
let me say this real quick. Also, Brock ain't a receiver maker either. So you don't have a lot of talent, and your quarterback isn't overly talented either. So that's why I think they're looking for a veteran receiver that can help the offense because you have a lot of cats that are unproven and don't have a lot of reps under that belt. So I think they really would like to get another receiver. And I think Robert Woods be the perfect person.
Mhm.
yeah, so honestly I'm okay with sending both their asses to San Francisco. Send
So
them both.
we're gonna go with Big Ben
Um,
as number
I
five.
kind of like Noah Brown.
so this is the thing. If if we can add Noah, I like Noah too. But if we can add Noah and Robert Woods and get 2 picks back, I would be
Oh
perfectly
yeah, I
happy with
mean
that. One
yeah,
from Pittsburgh and one from San Francisco. Even
yeah.
if it's like a fourth and a fifth, or 5th and the 6th. I would be
Right.
Me 2
Great.
fifths.
And so this is another thing that we can think about too. Would you trade an additional draft pick with a Robert Woods or Noah Brown to garner a higher draft pick in return? So let's say the trade is Brandon Ayuk to the Steelers, and then it's the 49ers get a future first and a second round pick in next year's draft. The first round pick is for 2026. And then we get in return a fourth conditional third round pick
Take that.
in return for Robert Woods going to San Francisco and a 5th round pick going to San Francisco. So that's in the Brandon Ayuk trade, San Francisco would get, because we're getting a little off topic because we're talking about this way too long. But we go in the midst of all this trade, San Francisco would get Robert Woods, a first round pick of in 2026, a second round pick in 2025, and a 5th round pick from the Houston Texans in 2025.
And the reason I say yes to that is because we also take them off our books, so we freed up $5 to $6 million that we can use to add more talent that might have been cut, or a so-called Justice Simmons might be still sitting out there. I'm just saying, I don't want to put it out there. Justice Simmons is out there, so you kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about too on this chat. Brandon talking about Mitchell to the Panthers. We're gonna talk about that.
That
Man,
shit ain't going nowhere.
God damn.
Hold on. And then Killer Cal said that should happen by Nick. So, hey, let me say this.
Killer Cat said what?
He said if that shit happen, I'm buying Big Nick a sweater vest for Christmas.
Yeah, he should have a
Hey,
sweater
bro.
now.
Hey, but you gotta give us our credit though. You gotta get
So-
the wrong time that credit for coming up with this situation.
So Larry Payne saying, "Come on, y'all. Robert Woods don't have trade value unless there's a major wide receiver injury. San Francisco has the biggest injury. They getting rid of one of their best receivers."
Correct.
Now, hold up, Larry. Robert Woods and Eric Murray have been holding this franchise hostage. So they hold some sort of value. I don't know what it is, but neither one of them belong on this.
No. Robert Woods has contributed in his couple of years being here. I'm still waiting. What is it, 6 years?
Yeah.
I ain't seen nothing that Eric Murray is giving me.
At least 4. He's been here 4.
No, he was here with OB. So
yeah, he was.
Remember, he's the one.
He was here. That was the start of the downfall. Be honest, his contract, when they signed him that offseason, that was the beginning of the end for the Houston Texans. That was Bill O'Brien's one of his first moves as general manager, was signing Eric Murray.
See, that's not right. Actually, he was one of our first signings back in 2002. He's been here this long.
Well, since we're talking about safeties.
Yeah, let's talk about safeties real quick, because all this nonsense in Texans Twitter, that's been going on with first world problems. I do want to make a quick sidebar announcement as far as our host, our guest that we were supposed to have. We're supposed to have John Hickman coming on, but he did have a family emergency right before the pod. So prayers up to John and his family and everybody. But we will have him on eventually before the season or during the season, but he will be on the pod. But yeah, I just want to let everybody know, because I know that was advertised, quote unquote advertised. But thank y'all all for coming in and joining, Let's Talk Ball anyway.
Yes, and by the way, sorry to interrupt. Wait. Hey, throw them in. This is a good time to remind everybody, like, share, and subscribe. Help us with the YouTube overlords. Help us get to the top of the algorithm there. Appreciate everybody tuning in.
Y'all see it at the bottom. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Give us all of the benefits of giving y'all free content. Unlike others that, never mind. But now let's talk about the safety market. Shout out Blue Boy Shine in the building as well. Shout out Brandon. And Rios as well.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, Eric Murray does have something. He had something on OB because he kept getting that contract restructured over and over. Shout out K1 still as well. But now let's talk about the safety market. Justin Simmons has been on this market for a very, very long time. It's been already 5 months since free agency started, and he's been a free agent for 5 months. Even his backup got released in Denver, who was taking over his spot. He got released. He got picked up, and then he got released again. Caden Stearns. Stearns got picked up by the Panthers and released in 24 hours. With a
wow,
failed
I
physical.
didn't catch that one.
Caden Stearns got released, if I'm not mistaken. I saw it come through. He got released from the Panthers because they claimed him on a waiver wire, and he got released because of a failed physical, which makes you believe that's the reason why Denver released him in the first place.
Correct.
Who is his agent?
Huh?
Who's his agent?
Somebody for athletes. Are you talking about Justin Simmons?
Yeah.
Somebody from Athletes First.
Athletes First.
France. I think it's France, if I saw.
So, Justin Simmons had, finally had a sit down with the New Orleans Saints. They brought him in for a meeting and tour the facilities, and they made him some shrimp and grits and you gave him a few boudin balls and all that, and made him happy or whatever, and got him a bowl of gumbo, and trying to see what it is. But honestly, I think it's the agent's play to see what kind of contract that New Orleans is going to come up with, and they're going to present that to the other teams that he really wants to go to.
Right.
Honestly, if I'm the Texans, I'm giving him $10 million. If he wants $10 million, he can have $10 million. Even if it's just for 1 year, I'm okay with that, because nobody wants to talk about it. The Jalen Petrie experience is on its way down if it doesn't prove, truthful. It's rocking. That bogut is rocking. We hanging on the guardrails right now.
For dear life.
For dear life, that thing is shaking and rocking. Free Willie got up under that thing and damn near about to tip it over.
But yeah.
Yeah, because I was listening. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go Jules, go.
Well, I was listening to somebody, DJ. Somebody was quoting the Texans, and they were saying they're okay with safety because they play 85% 5-2, whatever it's gonna be. But when they do have him at nickel, who's your safety when you can have him at nickel? Is it Eric Murray? And as much as I told you, I think
Bullock and Wall.
Ward is your starting safety, but who's gonna play on the opposite of him? If he
Bullock,
plays nickel?
what are you talking about?
I like Bullock, but
we're
about to go against some monster quarterbacks.
It don't matter.
I got a little inside when you said that.
This is your conscience.
No. Hold up. Why? It's no different than throwing out.
Remember, I was conflicted.
Swan, this is your conscience.
Hamilton was way better.
No, that's not the point. He was a rookie. He looked. Hold up. He looked suspect. Oh, why?
The answer is Lonnie Johnson.
Oh no, man.
Hell
nah. Well, like us.
Now Bullock look a lot better to you, don't he?
Bullock was the best. Hold on. Let us not forget, us here at the H-Town Rundown had a live draft episode, and we all said Bullock, even our boy rest in peace Chris Royal, said that Bullock was the best pick of the draft.
Yes.
I said it too.
We know, Jules, you were a part of it. And when I said the whole H-Town Rundown podcast that were on the live said at the time, we all agreed that was the best pick of the draft for the Houston Texans. It may turn out to be Kamari Lassiter, but Kamari Lassiter has gone to Houston and has picked up what we call the soft tissue disease that the Houston Texans have plagued all their players for the last since their existence. It does not go a year where you do not have a Houston Texans player with a hurt hamstring, a pulled calf, some kind of soft tissue issue.
I mean,
Yeah. Huh?
True, you're spitting facts, but it's a really short-term injury with him, right?
Supposedly.
Yeah.
I mean, does he play this preseason? You know,
I-
like
He
the
may
Tootsie
not.
Roll
I
Pop,
mean,
that old,
he may
just
play
like
that
that.
last game or so, but
Hold on, but look, there's no way in hell Kamari Lassiter does not play a preseason game, and you try his happy ass out there week 1 against the Colts for him to get baptized by somebody.
who?
by who?
Stingley's got Pittman, so
Who
Josh
else?
Downs, who's not going to play.
White
He
boy
not playing.
Alex.
Who?
Alec
White boy
Pierce.
Alex.
Trust me, they
Come
still
on,
waiting on Alec Pierce to show up.
Shout out Yvonne. What up? What up?
Shout out.
Hey, bud.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back to my point. I don't want a rookie
I do.
starting.
Oh, because
I
CJ
do.
Stroud didn't work out.
I said at safety. I'm talking about at
Okay,
safety.
hold up. Wait a minute, hold up.
You
Tank
didn't want
Dell.
one at quarterback either.
Who didn't? I want a CJ start. That's what.
I'm just
Here's my
fucking-
thing is, I've been to the practices. Both of the rookies, I'm sorry, played very well. I mean, how quickly they are picking up. They are not struggling. I mean, you got beaten here and there. That's gonna happen. Let's face it. Hell, I mean, it's Diggs, it's Tank. It's gonna happen, but they're right there. They're in the picture.
Yeah, but
You-
it's different.
you're
when
see-
you,
you're
it's different when
seeing-
you go against different teams, though.
No. I'm sorry. It ain't that many that I'm gonna say is that far better than what we have. Plus, I trust our pass rush that you're gonna get to the quarterback. So you're not going to just sit back there and
Hey,
just launch it.
let me
so-
say this. Go ahead, Swan. My bad.
So my thing is, I would rather try by fire, put Lassiter and Bullock out there, knowing what so far they show like they're going to give us, than to throw Eric Murray out there or
So-
MJ
And what
Stewart.
let me-
happens
MJ
if
Stewart.
when
Why
Ward
we?
get hurt
Why,
again?
Hold
but
on,
the
hold
What
on,
happens when Ward get hurt again?
hold
Who
on,
we
hold
got
on,
at safety?
hold on.
well,
This is
hopefully,
fun.
I'm gonna trust my GM. They gonna figure that shit out. They'll sign somebody.
This is a good comment. I'm laughing because he said I don't think Pittman is that good to have Stingley travel with him.
I mean, it's the only threat they have, though.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is a good point.
Well,
This is a good comment as well. Jules wants to
AD.
sign. Jules wants to sign Watt.
Jules does not want to sign Watt.
I do.
Jules does not want nowhere near.
Hold up. What you
Watt.
saying? Thank you for
love
Larry
it.
Payton. What part you thanking me for?
What did you just say with Jules? You just said something to Jules. Because y'all were arguing back and forth.
Are you talking about when I said I'd rather, if I'm gonna have them out there, I'd rather have the rookies out there than
Yeah,
have
instead of
Eric
Eric
Murray?
Murray, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying I'd rather have. I mean, like it's a slim
My little-
pickings.
But okay, but
It's slim pickings.
but Jules, if the head coach is saying, I know it could be coach speak, I don't know, but if he
Coach
is
speak.
saying I'm good with the safeties that we have, and let's say they stay as is, then yeah, I want Bullock out there.
So then why is there reports that Texas made an offer with Justin Simmons if they were good?
Okay, you could try to improve the team, but
So,
you ain't
Jules-
gonna get
You
out
always
there.
make calls. You always
Come
make
on,
calls.
now. Let's not
Come
do
on
this.
now.
So
You got
look,
trying to get folks to
you
compete with you.
Look, let's go by the roster of what safeties we have on the roster. We have our number one safety in Jimmy Ward, who finished only 6 games, who's been hurt for the last 3 or 4 years. You have your second best safety, Jalen Petrie, who's been playing more nickel than safety, and who can't play safety because he gets beat. Then who's your number 3 safety? A rookie.
Bullock, yes.
But the rookie has been playing very well. And
But
He's
you-
gonna be good.
and
Jules.
he look. Hold up. His thing is, they're
He looked
gonna
good
have
against
to get
us.
out there.
He looked good against us. That's not a good adjustment.
Okay, but we didn't know what Tank was
Dude.
gonna look like.
Do you
Yeah,
know?
how
Hold
did
on.
our third-round pick last year work out, Jules?
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
Okay. It's,
Man.
it's different when you're playing high octave quarterbacks who can make you move because you don't have an experience on how to read and play your game. When it comes to receivers playing NFL is much easier than it's for DBs and safeties. That's been known for the last 18 years. Y'all know this. Playing corner is much more difficult than playing receivers because You don't know what's going on, and you can get tricked and you get played by a quarterback position.
Hold on.
Like I said, Kyle Hamilton, they did find their rookie years.
But those are the top two.
We don't know. Okay, just because they were drafted high.
Pause. We keep bringing up goddamn Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton is whatever rookie safety we have is not playing in the goddamn loaded Madden 99 defense that the goddamn Ravens have had the last 2 years.
It wasn't loaded when he played his rookie year. He looked bad in preseason.
He struggled all his rookie year up until the 9th game.
Thank you. But guess what?
Go ahead, Mike.
And he's still a better prospect than Bullock is.
So neither we talking about. I feel like we getting two different conversations going at the same time because we talking about
rookie, but we were playing rookies last year and winning.
I don't think having a rookie there is a detriment, but having a rookie be your lifeline, I think Jules' point is a problem because yes, having him and being confident in him, but being 100% dependent on him is a problem. Regardless of that, because if you look at how the roster was constructed last year, outside of CJ Stroud, no other position group on this Houston Texans roster was dependent on a rookie. Even Will Anderson on the defensive line, they were more dependent on Jonathan Grenard than they were Will Anderson, because guess what? And that was the truth.
I mean, they were kind of dependent on Tank Dell for a stretch. I mean, not the whole season.
Nico Collins.
Nico was great, but there were games where Nico didn't pop off.
I'm saying this. It went interchangeable.
We're talking about in totality, though. In totality.
Okay. But you didn't know what you was going to get coming into the season, because remember, folks was thinking we didn't have a number one wide receiver. That's all we heard. So
but
the
still,
same way,
Nico was still the primary target, and we can
but
say
folks didn't think he was that good enough to be the primary target. Let's not pretend like that.
He was still our number one target.
So, regardless,
we depend on him before we depend on Tank Dell.
Right, and regardless of the fact, even as far as weapons go, Dalton Schultz had a little bit more trust with CJ at that point. I mean, Tank took over towards the end of the year, and him and CJ and Tank are boys. But as far as like trustworthy, like if you needed help, let us not forget Dalton Schultz won us the goddamn Tennessee Titan game.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dalton Schultz won us the Cincinnati game.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was Noah Brown.
No,
CJ had a big effect.
He had a big catch in a big moment in that on that drive as well. And don't forget the Buccaneers. He played a part in that as well.
Yeah.
So like Dalton Schultz is a very integral part in this offense. But once again, to my original point, outside of CJ Stroud, the Houston Texans roster did not depend on a rookie. To Jules' point, when you're talking about playing Kalen Bullock at the starting safety position, I do think he will eventually start at safety if you don't sign a Justin Simmons. Hell, even if you do sign a Justin Simmons, I do think that Kalen Bullock will eventually be a starter on this roster towards the end of the year. But the point is, Kalen Bullock at the beginning of the year cannot be your lifeline and you be 100% dependent on him in your safety room when you that is not a good look for the Houston Texans safety room.
Might not, but it might. I mean, could be. Well, here's like Jimmy will give you the first 3 to 4 games, and then that's when it'll go downhill. So I guess I don't have a problem with it.
But what question you have, Mike?
Okay, so I mean, first off, you're saying aside from CJ Stroud, we weren't really depending on the rookies. I mean, our own owner says when the ball is snapped, the center is the leader of the team and starts the team through.
We're not doing this. We're talking ball, Mike. We're not doing this, Mike.
I'm sorry. It was right there. But if we're not going to sign Simmons or another top free agent safety, look, looking at this roster, looking at the injury-prone history of the safety position on our roster, like we know how this story ends this season, or at least at that position. We know Kalen Bullock is going to be starting some games.
Mhm.
Don't we want him to get maximum amount of experience at that position?
I'd rather
so
get
that
it early.
Right. Trial by fire. You're exactly right, Swan. In my
Right, be
opinion.
ready towards the end of the season when we had that stretch run. Because now you got beat up, so you done figured it out.
Yeah, because there's going to be peaks and valleys, right? He's going to make some mistakes along the way. Every rookie does. But I agree. I mean, are we really going to rely on Lonnie or Eric Murray? Like, we know Jimmy Ward's probably not going to stay healthy. Maybe, but probably not, right? So, like,
Mike Ford. Oh, hell no.
yeah, like
Mike Ford, he gone. Hashtag he gone.
Not yet. He's still on the roster.
Bullshit.
They cut him.
Bullshit. Damn shit. When the first you can't cut nobody right now. When the roster, no. You can release people. You can't cut nobody.
It's the same damn thing. If you ain't on my team and they tell you say bye.
I know. I'm talking about cut.
Okay.
First of all, you need the bodies in the secondary anyway.
You do.
You need half your secondary is sitting out anyway. So
I like what we have at corner, talent-wise. I hope everybody can stay healthy. But hey, exactly. Thank you, Larry. I meant to bring that up earlier. Houston Carson. When are we going to sign him? Because he's coming back.
I thought he got signed by somebody.
No, he is a free agent. I looked it up.
I swear somebody signed him.
Yes. Unless he's asking for a ridiculous amount of money, which maybe he is, because he's way too talented to still be a free agent. But, I mean, like, yeah, we got to be dropping the ball there.
Is he talented or is he?
Right.
Hold on.
How we drop the ball?
He's still a significant upgrade over.
Is Houston Carson talented, or he benefited from the system that he was in?
I don't care, because he'll come back in the system and do what he did last year. I mean, is he 34 years old, or is he like 26, 27?
I don't know. He got the hairline of a 34-year-old.
Hairline, keep the helmet on.
So, but I mean, that's an option. I think they have it in their back pocket if an injury was to occur. But I think they want to see what Lonnie Johnson has to offer. I think they want to see.
They ain't trying to see what Lonnie is. Lonnie is just a camp.
I think they want to see. I think they want to see Eric Murray. I think they want to see
how Jimmy Ward got hurt, and then Eric Murray came in the same play, the next play, then his ass got hurt.
And then MJ Stewart came in, and then he got hurt.
Right, and once again, you have
that's not the norm. Okay,
but whole thing, you got nothing but box safeties. You have no safety that can cover.
Let me say this.
Oh, look.
Yeah, let me say this. As much as a lot of shit, and I know Larry Payton is going to be pissed the fuck off. As much shit as we give Eric Murray, Eric Murray is what they call him, jack of all trades, a master of none. He is decent, and he is average to a little bit slightly below average in a lot of different areas playing safety. He is a perfect reserve safety because he can come in and play for a half, play for a game, and it won't be so ridiculously obvious that you don't have your starter out there.
Okay.
Whereas if you have, well, I'm just being honest. What has Eric Murray done? What has Eric Murray done that has been so bad on this
exists?
Because let me say this.
Wasn't he playing in that damn Browns game when they was here?
No.
I could have sworn he was out there getting toasted too.
He got hurt and was out for the season in the Saints game. Him and MJ Stewart both got hurt that game and were out for the season. The whole season.
We have so much PTSD over the years from Eric Murray. We assume he was the problem in every game, really.
But this is the crazy part. I can go back on film right now and pinpoint Jalen Petrie getting fucked over a bunch of plays.
Sure.
And let me say this: if goddamn Eric Murray did it, they would be in front of his house burning crosses, doing all damn near want to lynch his ass. For the shit that Jalen Petrie did, but because Jalen Petrie is a second round pick, he from Stafford, all this other bullshit, he gets a lot of pass. But
No,
I'm
he
telling you
don't. Yeah,
right,
hold
and
up. No,
because
you
he's
don't,
young.
folks. I don't know anybody really that's saying keep Petrie, because all I see around here is get him out. He can't. No, that's it. The experiment is over with. I hear folks are tired. I think he got a very small, I maybe about a good 10%. I'm one of the 10% that want to give him a shot to play in. I mean, against ones in a
He's good.
game.
He might be. He might just be a good nickel.
But he
There's
don't like
nothing
a good
wrong with
nickel
that.
in practice. That's the problem.
Like
That's right.
Dude, I watched him get cooked in
who
practice.
you talking about? Eric Murray?
No.
Oh, you talking about Petrie?
You
Yeah,
talking
he
about?
said maybe no, he maybe be a good nickel. I
We
seen him
talking about
get
every
cooked.
safety on the Texas roster got cooked.
No. Okay,
Oh
let me put it this way.
Lord.
No. Let me give you a description.
Let me see. Look,
You get cooked, but you see the safety still in the frame.
let me say this.
Petrie ain't in the goddamn frame.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Let me say this, man. I don't give a damn what you say. Kenyon Green is gonna forever live in a positive light in my heart. So
Oh god.
you just
Okay. At the end of the season, where does Kenyon Green rank in the NFL Comeback of the Year voting? Is he
he's
on the
probably
list?
he's gonna be 1 or 2, and he ain't gonna be
Okay.
2.
I don't know if
Who's
he's
gonna win it?
Kenyon Green, I said it. So he
I
either
don't
1 or
know.
2,
I
and
don't
he
even know if
ain't
he's gonna
2.
be on the list. What are you talking about?
So let me say this. He said y'all Jacory said y'all screaming let go of Petrie, but it was cool with KG saying. Let us not forget
Who is y'all?
1 year ago, motherfuckers had that same motherfucking smoke for KG. Kenyon Green had that same motherfucking smoke. Kenyon Green took all the criticism. He went in the lab. He got his shit together and came back out looking 10 times better than what the hell he presented on the field the last time we saw him play.
3 years ago.
So, that was no, I'm talking about last year when he played, because he did play in the preseason last year. He looked sloppy.
Yeah.
He got hurt. Then that sloppiness got him hurt and all that. And people was like, get him out of here. I was very vividly remember because people
Yep.
want to keep bringing up that old famous space after that game, after that Saints game or whatever that was when it was announced that Kenyon Green was out for the season.
Oh
Saints
Lord.
game.
People was up there saying, fuck Kenyon Green, get him off
Cut
my
him now.
team, cut him. They was saying any and
I
everything.
mean, like the second season in a row, he was
And
injured.
the difference between Kenyon Green and Jalen Petrie is
And DP.
Jalen, huh?
And Damien.
Damian
No,
Pierce.
that's still a big difference because their rookie years, they actually contributed and didn't look like ass.
On bad team.
It
On
don't
a
matter.
bad team.
Well, Kenyon
It
Green didn't
does
look good
matter.
on a bad team.
Clearly it mattered because
What
when he
I'm
was on a
saying
bad
is,
team
what
and
I'm
then when he
saying
was a
is,
good team,
we haven't
he was a
seen
completely
Kenyon look
different looking
great.
person.
We haven't seen Kenyon look good yet in a regular season game. Yet.
Yes, we have.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
So
His rookie year. He
his
had a
rookie
5-game stretch.
year, his rookie year, he was actually pretty damn good before he hit that. Yes,
Yes, he
Swan.
was.
Revisionist history is a
Right.
motherfucker because Kenyon, and then let's hold on. Towards the end of the season, he had his best game of the year against the damn Cowboys. Let us not forget, Kenyon Green had showed flashes his rookie year. Yes, he got baptized that stretch, and it kind of
Watching it
demoralized him, which is expected when you going 1-on-1 with no
with
help from
Jonathan
your
Allen.
center, and Tunsil looking at you like, nigga, I ain't about to help your ass. Like all of that is going
All I
on.
do is pass block.
The point of it is, they still were productive on a bad team. And folks were, I mean, let's just be
So,
honest.
but Swan, we wasn't a bad team this year and the motherfucking Petrie and goddamn Damian
That's what I'm
Pierce.
saying is they
Damn
had a
near-
bad season.
So we got to be bad for them to be good.
No, I'm
Right.
saying is they had a bad season.
Make it make sense, AD.
So
I can sit back and say, well, damn. Here's my thinking: can you, Damien, be a contributor? Why the hell is that echo?
Can he what?
Okay, never mind. I'm saying is, can you at least be a factor in the run game? I mean, I'm not saying you got to be back to what you were your rookie year, but I need the improvement this year. But I can say I got a little bit of hope because I know you showed talent. I don't care if it was on a bad team. You still showed talent and contributed before you got hurt.
Okay, so one thing I'm gonna say this is very important,
Mhm.
and we forget to mention this. He played when he was decent, because I never say Pierce was good. We can go back even the games he was playing. I never say he had a great season.
pigeon toe.
His season was with a different scheme that fit his talent level.
Which is the reason why they drafted him.
Correct.
Yes.
Right.
So
I'm saying, but to say that he
hold on. And you can go back to when he played in Florida, where he looked good with
he
that
didn't really play as much.
But he looked good when he was playing in the same kind of system.
Right, but to say he can't.
When you change the system that he's on and his talent level don't do it, it doesn't matter if he was good.
I understand
because
year,
his system does not fit him.
And that's what I'm saying. I need to see if he has adjusted. If he
What the
hasn't, then I'll say, hey, you know what?
What's
Y'all
wrong?
tried, it didn't work. He said he put in the work.
Hey,
I'm gonna give a dude a chance at it.
let me
The
say
same way.
Cam Akers.
So
Only reason I
hold
say
on.
that is the same.
We got to see him on the field. We can't keep giving
That's
him
like
days
you
off.
saying. I want to see it.
We can't keep giving him days off in the preseason like he earned it.
Like
Same thing with goddamn
his rookie year.
Tortora.
His rookie year, he didn't play 2 games. Like he earned something.
Hold on, I know you was on that space after the preseason game when Chris went the fuck off saying, "Why the fuck are we resting Damian Pierce?" Like what?
He was
after one,
he played one under center, and that was the only thing that looked like it was gonna have anything that was gonna contribute. So I understand, but here's my thing: folks said the same shit about Nico.
Look, it's all good and it's all fine and dandy that we can have these arguments and we can talk about it. But let us all agree that this is not cutting time for Jalen Petrie.
I agree.
And Jalen Petrie is not going to get cut from this roster. Same reason why John Mitchell is not going to be cut from this roster.
Not now, anyway.
That is the next topic.
Damien is cut from this roster.
And who?
Damien is not getting cut from the roster.
No,
I don't think so. Honestly,
but that is what's on Texas Twitter.
Sure. So, but I'm saying because people, this is the thing. People have hatred for a certain player. I mean, hey, mine is Tortora. Noah.
We know. He your starting linebacker. Get that man by his rightful name.
No, his name is Noah.
You think it's about time for a contract extension?
Goddamn, what's that boy name? Mike. Damn, what was his name?
Yeah.
Start
with M, right?
Yeah, the guy that went to law school that was on our
Georgia.
Spaces, went to Georgia for law school.
It was so high on Pierce, and then he got me into Pierce, and like he did fit our scheme at the time, which is why he had such a good rookie year. And then obviously, as Chris pointed out so many times, him being pigeon-toed and having zero vision, he wasn't able to adapt to our scheme. Maybe he can get a little better, but like we know it's not going to be.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you talk. What really got me pissed off was everybody telling us last year, or telling me, I'm for myself, telling me he looked like Arian Foster.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
I'm right with you, dudes. Look, when that comment happened and they say he could be Arian Foster, I almost threw my damn phone. Ain't no way in hell that you saw.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying ain't no way in hell what you saw from Damian Pierce, his rookie year made you think any semblance of what Arian Foster was. There's nothing that Damian Pierce did that would even remotely come close to anything that Arian Foster looked like.
First off,
And these are podcasters who go
Yeah.
on, who just like us, who
Mhm.
say they watch film, who say
does.
they know the game and they know ball. There's
Look.
nothing in you can ever say that fit the same scheme. Even in Tennessee, when Aaron Ball in Tennessee, he ran the same type of way. But just because you like a player and you know and he was drafted on your team, you gotta stop being homers. But go ahead, Mike. I'm done.
Yeah, like we all know who that was who started that.
Right.
And look, he's had a lot of like good film breakdowns, I will say, over the years. But also, he was the guy who bought that Jalen Petrie jersey. So
Hey, let me give my shout out right quick
Yeah.
to Mike. Finley. Shout out to Finley. Watching the H-Town Rundown and swarming with us on the H-Town Rundown. Shout out Mike because he said Finley wants to know why Jules is afraid to show his face. Jules is trying not to go to jail and die. Well, let me not say that. It's bad to say that.
Yeah,
Jules,
Don is right because I'm driving by 90. I want to
Jules-
live. Okay.
Jules is on the road right now, so he's blessed us with his presence and joining us while he's on the road. Yeah, and then he said Jules type his foot. I mean, this is the thing because we were so bad that people wanted to hang on to any glimmer of hope.
Correct.
And Damian Pierce is a glimmer.
Yep.
Jalen Petrie is a glimmer. Davis Mills was a glimmer. Hell, when he made that move in the preseason game, we thought we had awoken the beast. And what happened the next play, Swan?
Damn it! It should have been a pick six.
Swan, can't you there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. No, but and I mean it's okay to have a glimmer, but as this team progresses, as this team gets better, and as we make it to the Super Bowl and become Super Bowl champions and everything like that, yes, certain situations have to happen with these glimmer of hope players that we had during our two of the most what do they call it? Corrupt, not
Trying.
trauma filled seasons that you could ever have as a Houston Texans fan. Shout out Morocco from the Titans Coliseum.
Shout out.
Yeah, so it's really like you have that glimmer of hope players that fans hang on to. So you can't blame them. You can't blame them for wanting to see it through. Hell, my glimmer of hope is King Green.
Right,
I
don't want to throw away
Tyler
players. I don't want to throw away players that can contribute. Now, like I say, Jalen Petrie, maybe he's not the starter anymore, but doesn't mean that he cannot contribute.
Sorry, I said maybe.
No, he was
carry on. Sorry.
Go ahead, Swan.
No, I lost my train of thought when he did that.
You said maybe they can't. You don't want to give up players.
Right. Maybe my thing is, I think it's throwing the baby out with the bathwater thing. It's one thing to say, okay, I don't think he can be a starter, but to say that he still can't be a contributor, I'm not trying to get rid of him completely.
No.
So, but that is how folks like, okay, he got to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, when I talk bad about Jalen Petrie and Damian Pierce, and you always bring up Nico Collins. Now I'm gonna tell you the difference. I think me and AD have the same conversation. When it comes to DP and Jalen, when they make bad plays, it's on them. Now, granted, the O line was not as great, but when you had a different back with better vision and better cutting, he looked better. When you have a safety, his main job is his own job. There's nothing around him that makes him worse than what it is. Just by being in a position, we wouldn't get mad if he got out jumped or he was in coverage and the receivers made a hellified catch or a routine catch because the quarterback made a hell of a throw. Sometimes Jalen Petrie is not in the freaking frame.
Ain't that what I said
And
earlier?
hold on,
yeah, but when
so
you have Nico Collins' whole thing about it was he had an ass of a quarterback. He can't do great if the quarterback is throwing him 6 yards
there we go.
off.
That's the word I was trying to find.
Mm.
Thank you, Killer
Tumultuous.
Cal, for the word of the day, tumultuous. I
Hmm.
don't know if that's spelled
Tumultuous.
correctly, but I know what you meant. But this, Jules, you talking about that and him not being in the frame and this and that. We watched on the All 22 that Jalen Petrie was making rookie mistakes alignment wise. Mind you, this was his second. That was his second season in that defense. You would think that you would improve and know your, basically know your role or know more about what you're trying to do and feel more free to do what you want to do. But he was making simple alignment mistakes. And the reason why he would be out of the frame on those plays, and Swan, yes, you said it, even at practice, he was like that. It would be his alignment
Yeah,
that
he
would
getting
put him
cooked.
out.
I mean, even like I said, the slot he's still his
Yeah,
alignment. I don't know what it is. I mean,
Because he's
he
a linebacker.
and I ain't trying to. It's like his brain is not clicking fast enough. He's not seeing it fast enough because I'm like, dude, how the motherfucker just take off like right there and like zoom, and all of a sudden now you flipping like what the fuck, and you're trailing, and then you like about 3 miles behind somebody, and you ain't got the long speed to catch up.
hold
Because
on, good
wasn't he a
point.
linebacker? Wasn't
No,
he a
no, no, no,
linebacker mostly
no, no. He was a slot
in high
corner.
school?
No, he was a safety in high school. He was a slot corner.
Oh,
They
okay.
called him a star. They called it the star position at Baylor. Houston Stressons, Garrett. Thank you for correcting me. I was wrong
Yeah.
on that. He was in D'Amico's defense last year. He wasn't in 2 years in Lovey's defense. So throw
No,
that whole comment I made out the in the trash.
no, play
Throw it
plays
away.
myself. I
Yeah,
got you.
So, but all in all, regardless of that point, he still was making simple alignment mistakes that a second year player shouldn't make if they played the whole season their rookie year.
Right. No, that's good.
Um,
are technically you could be struggling in that particular scheme because you're overthinking. You could give the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, maybe it's just it's not working for you. No, but we didn't move you to the slot to practice. You put you in that,
yeah.
and it's the same mistakes that you were doing as a safety. So that tells me, like I said, his reaction. That's what it is. I was trying to say. His reaction is slow to me.
Yeah.
It's like you're not seeing it. What the fuck are you looking at?
So this is the thing. Houston Texans got a good point. He said, "I think people seen a few highlights from camp. Think he's doing worse than what he is. D'Amico just praised him yesterday. Sloyd did too. Remember how good he is in the run game.
What are you
Um,
talking about?
Ooh,
he's talking about Petrie.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I'm problem with
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
we ain't about to that.
So
King
is he
King Folk-
hold
the
up,
Kenyon
stress.
Green of the defense then? Is
No,
he so
hold up,
good in the run
stress.
game?
Hey, King Foker. Yes, Mike G was on time today.
Yes.
He
Stressing.
was
But
I
first.
know what I saw for 3 days. I'm sorry. The dude
I'm
was
back
getting
in
cooked.
Eastern time
I
zone.
think he had
So
a couple of plays, but other than that, he was getting cooked.
hold
He
on,
looked
but
out of place.
yeah. And to be honest, I think even when he was like stressing saying to your point, Jules, by saying he's a linebacker, I tend to agree. With him at the start, our nickel, he's essentially a third linebacker.
ooh.
I agree.
So
This is
that's
the
an
thing.
upgrade on
So you like
total.
him better knowing Noah, huh?
Hell fucking yeah. Give
Oh
me
god
that
damn, that's how
all
bad it
day.
is. You
Give
just got
me
hate.
Jalen Petrie as our third linebacker all day. I don't need Noah to see the field, but on kickoff and
Oh
punts.
Lord.
Um, but to the point, because I still want to get to this John Mitchell topic. We've been talking about this shit for an hour.
Oh man,
Um,
damn.
but Jay, this is what I call first world problems. We're talking about Jalen Petrie, um, or backup safeties and nickel corners and nickel safeties, all that stuff like that. Jalen Petrie, even when Jalen Petrie was drafted, I want to say this: when Jalen Petrie was drafted. My biggest issue, because I did not like the Jalen Petrie pick when we drafted him. And, I was honest about it because I was like, there was a lot of hype and people were saying, yeah, we need to draft Jalen Petrie. And I was like, he's not a safety. He's not a safety. If you're gonna play him on the line, perfect. Go for it. If he's gonna be on the line and not required to play deep, because I think it was a stat he only played like a handful of percentage deep in deep coverage safety, and you're not relying on him to make plays in the back half of the defense, then fine. But he has made his living. The reason why he was the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year was because he played on the line of scrimmage 80-some% of the time, and he made all his plays in the backfield and all of that stuff. So it's an adjustment. But once again, all of these controversial names that we've been mentioning, none of these guys will be cut. They all will be on this roster.
Correct.
And then here goes another. Remember is a 4-2-5, and you can still mix Petrie from the slot to high safety depending on down and distance. Petrie needs to put on 15 pounds and play linebacker. Bruh, Petrie is small.
So you saying he's Jamal Adams?
First of all,
Correct.
Petrie need 40 pounds to play linebacker. Not Petrie is 197 pounds soaking wet. So
tight ends would tell his.
I mean, you think the guy that Petrie replaced in college, you think he can help him out?
Who he replaced?
Pastor.
He plays pastor in high school.
High school.
Yeah, and Larry Payne say
with
5
with that 4-2-5, I'm gonna go back to the situation. Who is your second safety? Is Bullet?
Yes. Correct. I'm high on him, so I don't have a problem.
We've been over this, Jules.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me say this also.
I just wanted to understand.
So the ideal best scenario for Petrie is to be a Tyrann Mathieu, similar size, skill set, smaller but super physical, and not a burner. So I understand that, but what the hell was Jimmy Ward brought here for? If Petrie is gonna be your Tyrann Mathieu, because that's what the hell Jimmy Ward succeeded in and made a name for himself, is being in that Tyrann Mathieu role, that box safety, on the line of scrimmage, slot, nickel, corner, whatever you want to call it. But this is the next point I really want to get to, so we can knock this out, because this is the next, I'm gonna call it idiotic topic that has been going on.
It'll be over for him.
Is that John Mechie
ain't going nowhere?
Hold on. So after a Hall of Fame game where he had the massive amount of 2 targets and 1 catch on 2 targets, now it's time to get rid of John Mechie, because he didn't play all 3 quarters like Xavier Hutchinson did, who had 8 targets. I think it was like 6 or 8 targets and made 5 catches.
And he dropped that pass the other day.
Yeah, practice. And he dropped the pass at practice.
Multiple passes.
So regardless, multiple passes, whatever, at the end of the day, John Mechie has not had the opportunity of snaps, because if you want to go down during the year, how many snaps total do y'all think John Mechie actually played last year?
100?
Nowhere near that. He played probably about 60 to 70 snaps the whole year. Okay. Didn't have a lot of playing time. I think he had his most snaps against the Jets. And, the Browns probably. So, he wasn't featured in the offense. He did not get targets. He did not play much at all. Xavier Hutchinson played a significant more amount of snaps and had less production than John Mechie last year.
But he also said he wasn't in football shape. He said that there's a difference. This is the first year he feels like
he might have been recovering from something.
What? Hey, you know what? The flu.
So, and then here we go. Here's another thing. If Mechie struggles, Texans will stash him. Brother, if Mechie struggles, Larry, I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be on the 53-man roster. Like, John Mechie is a part of this team. And and I said it earlier, for the same reason that Jalen Petrie will be on this roster is the same reason that John Mechie will be on this roster. John Mechie was I think, middle to high second round pick.
Yeah, 43, 44. Yep.
Jalen Petrie was picked 35 or something, or 38 or something like that.
37. Yep.
He
We
was a
traded
high
up for
second
him.
round. These are two high second round picks. Even Kenyon Green, a first round pick. The Texans would be dumb as hell to get rid of an asset that early, because let us be Texan fans, because we all know, let somebody leave the Texans and go to another team and pop off. The first thing we gonna say is, why the fuck he ain't do that shit when he was here? What
Mhm.
happened? What happened here? Was it the coaches? We need to fire that coach. And this and that, because look what he doing over there. And this and that. Unless they go to Tennessee, anybody that goes to Tennessee doesn't do anything. So it doesn't matter.
Wait,
Um,
my
for
opinion
me,
about Jalen, not Jalen, but Mitch Mechie. Even if he doesn't play well this year, the Texans will not get rid of him for off the field reasons why. The Texans don't cut people who have diagnosed with cancer. That just happens. Me and Chris had the same argument. It doesn't matter how we feel about the game. I'm hoping the young man can play, but until he's really, really completely done, he's
yeah,
gonna be a Texan for more than one reason.
yeah. So this is the thing too. Houston Stress said judging Mitchie off the Hall of Fame game is crazy. If he dropped passes in there or didn't get separation, I can maybe see it. But at wide receiver, you're relying on several other players in order for you to perform. He said the drop passes at practice is wildly overblown. We used to not see any of these clips, and now every rip is on the internet. Only remember the drop in OTA was a very difficult catch. I agree. Okuda was a high pick, but is on his third team right now.
Right.
And he was drafted 1 year before Stingley. So you know that he said we have to be on. Mike said we have to be honest with ourselves. Probably gonna have the same amount of targets as last year. He's gonna have to capitalize this year on throws he gets or next year he may be gone. I mean, that's the thing, but that's the whole conversation. He said, Blue
Louisiana.
signed Justin Reed.
Oh man.
And then he said fans got to understand that teams aren't going to give up on high round draft picks as fast as anybody else simply because of the investment. Exactly. Like when you that's just like you put hell. Let's use the storm, the hurricane. I'm not about to sit up here and pay $10,000+ for a generator. And if the motherfucker don't cut on one time, I'm saying fuck this shit. I'm throwing it in the trash. Like that. It don't work like that. And the conversation was getting real nasty because it was getting to a point where people were saying, well, it's either or.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
either Jalen Petrie or Xavier Hutchinson.
Why it's not gonna be both?
Exactly. That doesn't make any sense. Like who's going to take I mean, I keep saying Jalen Petrie. Who's going to take John Mechie's spot?
Big
Like,
Ben.
huh?
Big Ben.
Sporonic.
They talking about Skoranek. Ben Skoranek is not going to make this roster. Like, everybody was hyping, and this is what Texan fans do. I hate to say it, is that when we sign somebody in the offseason and they come from some team that we know about or whatever, and they had success, a smidget of success, we go crazy. Let us not forget, rest in peace to C. Raw. He was
That
so
was Chris
hype
Roll.
on Chris Raw was hype on
He was big.
goddamn. Hold on, not only Ben Skoranek, but let's talk about what's his name, the fullback, Andrew Beck. He was super high on Andrew Beck, and Andrew Beck is probably not going to make this roster, people.
He did his thing last year. Hey, we talk about that other
But
guy
but,
that
but what
that I got, Chris Love, that did look good in the Hall of Fame game and really hasn't, looked special.
Who are you talking
Running
about?
back.
Huh?
Who you talking
No,
about?
Jawar Jordan.
Yeah, Jawar Jordan is probably, hate to say
He
it,
might want up on our
yeah.
stash somewhere.
He is potentially practice
To me,
squad.
Cam Akers, might actually be number 3.
You hate to say it, but he's potentially practice squad player.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Cam
a
Akers,
6th-round pick.
Cam Akers
So
number 2.
What'd you say?
RB2 is Cam Akers.
We'll see.
Probably be hard to convince Justin. Yeah, no, hell no. I don't. Justin Reed
say?
stay where he's at.
No, Justin Reed got the ring. Don't forget who on that D line and who he had back there as
now it matters what's on the D line and all that.
No, I'm saying is no. What I'm saying is Justin Reed still doing the same shit that he was doing here. He just got a better talent to cover it up.
He got Pat Mahomes. That's exactly what happened.
No, he got but hold up. He got Chris Jones. He had Snead, he had McDuffie and all them. So I'm saying is they can cover up mistakes that he made.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all listen to the Kansas City Chiefs when they won the Super Bowl about Justin Reed, they were saying the exact same thing we're saying.
They bitch about him. I'm in a chat with Chiefs fans.
Yeah, I mean Justin Reed is Justin Reed. I think his last name and his brother being at the time was highly regarded as a really good safety. If it wasn't for the quote unquote Kaepernick thing where he quote unquote got blackballed by the NFL and all that stuff, that people wanted him to be Eric Reed so bad. And at the time, Eric Reed was coming off one of his best years when Justin got drafted and everything like that. Justin Reed was a late 3rd round safety.
Right, but he did the same thing you kind of say what Petrie did. He flashed, he did well that rookie season, and we felt like, oh shit. Difference is he does have the speed.
What's crazy?
Then the second season came along, he wound up being injured. He ain't playing full season, and he was getting burnt. Come back to 3rd season. So it to me it was a continuation.
So look, I understand the whole premise, and like I said, Justin Reed and Jalen Petrie are very, very similar in the sense, like you just said, Swan. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier, Jalen Petrie ain't going nowhere. So, and then I want to go to these comments.
Yeah, gonna get y'all number 5 jerseys because you can get that jersey. It ain't gonna go out of style yet.
He said, "Gotta remember too, Mitch is the backup slot. If he doesn't make it, the guy to make it over him would be Woods or Sims. That ain't happening.
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, and then he brought up Skoranek. He said, I think they'll carve out a special spot for Skoranek outside of receivers, the special teams, wide receiver, fullback, tight end spot. I mean,
that means Beck gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're gonna keep one of those kind of guys.
But again, these are first world problems that we're having as Houston Texans fans. We're talking about a damn fullback / tight end / receiver / player and we're talking about them being a fringe roster player. We're talking about the bottom of the roster at this point. We're talking about Gerard Jordan, who's our 5th running back right now, behind British Brooks, Cam Akers, Joe Mixon, Damian Pierce. Like, he has all these players that are in front of him right now. Even J.J. Taylor is ahead of Gerard Jordan right now.
Yes.
So you have all these players. We're talking about fringe, bottom of the roster. Don't forget Dare is still on the roster.
Oh man.
And then Houston stressing say, no way Beck is gone. Garrett, just wait on it, brother. It is just a matter of time because right now, if you cut Andrew Beck and you save $3 million on the cap, you cut goddamn Robert Woods, you save $5 million on the cap. That $8 million, those 2 players right there gives you
$28 million.
That gives you $8 million, and that gives you enough money to offer Justin Simmons.
We have 20 right now.
So, yeah, but the thing about it is the Texans
only need 7 to 10 to operate. So you
right, and I understand the operating cost, but the Texans are operating right now for the next year. They're not managing their cap for this year. They're managing their cap for next year and the year after because
I think they should manage it this year because the fact that you are quote unquote considered a real contender, you have to have enough
Yeah, I mean you're gonna have their
Yeah,
reserve.
if you need to make if you want to make a trade mid-season, you do need to make sure you have those type of money to absorb contracts if somebody is willing to, start selling. So previous years, we were the ones that needed to sell. Hell, we buyers now, so no, we do need more this season.
Well, the reason why I'm saying this one is because next year's cap.
We're at -5 right now.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So that is the reason why they.
Yeah, but you can reconstruct. You got some guys.
Yeah, but who you gonna reconstruct?
Mind
you, Stephon Diggs is costing us $18 million next year, and he ain't gonna be on the team.
No. But his already counted as against the dead money already. That's already in. That's why we are -5.
Tunsil.
I would say you got Tunsil.
That's another point. We forgot all about Desmond King. That's
just sitting there.
Look, and then you talking about you keeping Harrison. Harrison should have been gone last year. I don't even know why the hell they brought him back.
Because he's on injured reserve. They didn't release him. Because remember, he broke his leg or something like that.
And his braids are nice.
Hold on. Although we traded peanuts, so I just find it hard to believe that we cut a guy we gave intently. Hold on, a guy we intently sought, who is familiar with the scheme and has position versatility and the player. And played good, meaningful reps at wide receiver in the Super Bowl win. Let me say this.
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about Skoronski.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So let me say this. Skoronski is going to be a wonderful practice squad player.
Nope.
And that is the point, and that's the point that I wanted to make, Retreat, is that you're managing the cap this year so that you can carry over cap to cover your balances next year, because you can carry over up to a certain amount of cap every year. So the Texans are trying to make it where they're not running razor thin, and then coming next year, like you said, Swan, we -5 already. Well, we want to get rid of Eric Murray, but we can't get rid of Eric Murray because we got to restructure his contract and give us $3 million in cap space. That shit like that is what pisses people off, and that's the situation you become in. And then Dominic, shout out Dominic. He said, "What do you think the plan is after Diggs? Get another big receiver?" Honestly, the hope is John Mechie. Yeah. John Mechie, honestly, could be a carbon copy of what Stephon Diggs brings to this team this year.
And he's been working with Diggs.
Yeah, and he's been working with him as if John Mechie is allowed to show his full potential playing the game. Jimmy Ward has a side deal under the table with D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah, that's his guy.
Jimmy Ward ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's kind of like King of Green with you. That's just your guy, no matter what.
And look, wrote it on that paper, King Green, no matter what.
Hey, that's Miko with Ward. I don't care if he got one leg and he only played 1.5 games. Jimmy go be there.
Jimmy,
if I got only thing I say about D'Amico is Jimmy Ward. I guess I gotta live with this crap.
Every coach got it, but everybody knows that every coach got their guy.
Mm-hmm. But this is a question Larry brought up because we do need to talk about the game tomorrow. Would you play CJ tomorrow if Titus doesn't play? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Titus is not the end all be all. The way that Blake Fisher played in that first game.
No, we're not doing that.
Look, I want Titus Howard to be desperately to be our starting right tackle. But I'm telling you this right now.
Oh, you said Titus. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Thompson. I say, what?
No.
Oh, no. Hold up. That's why I was like, huh? I'm sorry. Yeah. Titus, I've been defending him the last 2 years. Folks wanted to trade him. I'm like, nah, we can't do it. And then this. I'm like, God damn. How in the hell you that damn big and you that sauce?
So let me say this. He said, y'all think
the reason why go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jules.
The reason why I think he has to play at least 1 or 2 series for all the new wrinkles that him and Bobby and the offense have put together just to test them out and the cadences and the speed with Diggs in real life. You want to see some type of rhythm, even just for 1 or 2 series. That the new concepts that Bobby did over the offseason to be a better play caller. You want to see a live before you see the games. And every live
Steelers are a good test.
So this is the point as well. This goes into the point with the offense. He was Gary was saying y'all think we couldn't Beck and Harrison. Who's gonna be our fullback? It's the offense is very relying on the fullback. Skoronski isn't an every down fullback. Beck was solid last year and will be second year in the team. But hold on, Gary.
You don't play a fullback every down.
Hold on, but this is the thing also. Let us not forget Andrew Beck. Yes, was our fullback. He played fullback quite a bit. But later on in the season, we went away from that fullback, and Beck was an inline tight end most of the time.
Yeah. And that's why you got Stover for.
Right, and so you got Stover, you got all that. Don't sleep on Brevin Jordan.
Huh?
Brevin Jordan can potentially be your H-back, fullback. I don't know. So this is a throwback. I don't know if y'all remember, Houston Texan fans. Do y'all remember the name James Casey?
Absolutely.
Rice James Casey.
Rice All was our H-back.
He was decent.
He was athletic as hell. He was a great, he was fast. He was athletic. He could play. He was your fluid guy, your flexible guy. He can play tight end. He can play fullback. If you needed to stretch him out the wide receiver, he could do that. He on a trick play. He can be your quarterback because he played baseball and all of those different things. Brevin Jordan is potentially going to be our James Casey this year.
See, I got Skowronek.
That's a stretch.
I got Skowronek as the James.
Brevin
Casey.
is going to see the field before Ben Skowronek.
That's a stretch.
That's
James
not a stretch.
Casey. That's a stretch.
Okay, but hold on, y'all acting like James Casey was just this excellent player.
No. I'm saying no. I'm talking about
hold on. The way you talked about him, you built that white boy up like he was for 2 seasons. He was this. He was this. He can do this. You thought he was gonna be Superman on a goddamn field. But the way you talk about James Casey, I'm talking about the same James Casey I saw. But the last 2 goddamn seasons.
Hey, Jules, you know that meme where the guy, releases stuff all over the desktop? That was AD right there.
Yeah, I'm thinking did I miss something? Am I missing the wrong James Casey that he played because the offense was halfway great because the other players he just came in just kind of swooped in every now and then. He lasted a year and a half. Or what James Casey we talking about?
But I mean, bro, this year. So, this is a good comment I want to get. Morocco said no hate, which y'all probably going to need to use a mid-round pick on a wide receiver just in case Mitchie doesn't give y'all anything. I mean that right now, didn't we get an extra first-round pick for next year? An extra second-round pick when we made the trade.
Right, but we used that. We had got to use one on Diggs, so we still have ours.
We got what we have is ours.
Well, we got a first, second, third, fourth.
Oh, we got a first round here. We can draft a receiver first round next year.
I don't know any great receivers coming out. They're going D-line.
Luther Burden. If Luther Burden is there, give me Luther Burden all day long. Then he said, Larry Payne, I'm not.
But actually, you got to sit back and say, look at what Xavier Hutchinson. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, he said, I'm not playing CJ with Blake Fisher and Broker as offensive tackle.
Why not? He may have to play with him in the regular season. You might as well get him out there now.
We talking about Larry Tunsil and Titus Howard.
That have not played a full season
and
yet.
And Mixon ain't played.
The only one that played a whole season was Mason last year. And the year before. This whole thing, I'm not playing Blake Fisher with them. Do we not realize that we was down to our third and fourth stringers by week 3, 4?
And don't forget you got Cam Irvin coming in.
Yep. So to me, why not in a preseason game get those reps and be prepared. Because, like we said, we don't know what the hell wrong with Titus Howard.
So this thing. He says Coroni's not a fullback. He play limited snaps, but he's not a fullback. We don't need a full-time fullback. We don't need a full-time fullback.
This is not the 49ers. That we don't have to have that
we ain't got CMC.
So
the whole thing about it also is that they don't have the receivers that we have.
They don't have a quarterback that we have.
So exactly. So they need to have every position a weapon because your quarterback is not a weapon, and they about to trade their second weapon. Their second their third string weapon to Brent Ayuk somewhere else. So you only got 2 real weapons off. I mean 3 because you still got the tight end.
Yeah, but let me address this comment. He said he wouldn't chance CJ playing with backup offensive tackles in preseason. Regular season is a different story. This is the thing. I can see if we're talking about playing CJ,
the whole goddamn game.
The whole game, even a half, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's risking it. We talking about one series. One series could be 3 plays. In one series, and 2 series could be 10. So I'm not. I'm okay.
And the plays are not complicated. Where you have to take 4 or 5 seconds to get developed. It's gonna be just real banana plays where a 1-2 read, throw the ball. That's it.
Yep. Throw it away if it ain't there.
So Garrett, again, I challenge you to watch the games towards the end of the year in the playoffs. Brevin Jordan vastly improved his blocking compared to where he was. He vastly improved his blocking. So that is the reason why we're putting Brevin on. Well, I'm putting Brevin in that role because Brevin proved to be good enough to be a fullback. A full-time fullback. Yeah, H-back.
Rest in peace, Frank Mike Check.
Do we think he can teach Dalton Schultz how to block?
No,
Dalton Schultz spoke with NFL Network and said that he focused this all season on blocking.
Like I said,
when Dalton got that big check,
that's not what I'm depending on him for.
Right.
That's what I drafted Stover for.
Right. Push cows.
So this is the thing, Gary. We're not saying get rid of the fullback altogether. We're saying that you can kind of piecemeal the fullback position between a Ben Skoranek and a Brevin Jordan. You don't have to waste a full roster spot on somebody who's not going to be a full-time contributor to your offense. If you have an Andrew Beck, I like Beck. But Beck was not great at fullback last year for us. Beck was meh at best.
Mm-hmm.
Even at tight end.
We all know the punt return. He did for a touchdown.
Hold on.
That was the game that kicked us off, that Jags game.
Yeah, hold on. That right there, he had that kick return. And I can tell you the 2 plays for Andrew Beck the whole season, that kick return and that touchdown pass he caused against the Colts at the end of the season. That's Andrew Beck's whole season right there.
And both of those
you can't tell me nothing else that Andrew Beck did during the season that was worth a damn. And my thing is, yes, the offense is based on the run, but also, yes, we're going to run more 11 personnel. Yes, you're going to have some 21-12 personnel, whatever they call it. You're going to have 21 and 12 personnel as well. But at the end of the day, they will put Brevin Jordan ass back there to throw. Because my thing is, the way you're saying it, and the way you're saying it, Garrett, is that yes, we're gonna have Andrew Beck on the team, but when Andrew Beck is in the backfield, guess what the fuck we doing? We about to run the football. And so if you have somebody like a Brevin or a Ben Skoranek in the backfield, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. You don't know what the hell you're doing.
Also, AD, you have 3 receivers that you want in the field at all times as much as possible. So do
you want to take Nico or Tank off the field and put goddamn Andrew Beck in the game?
No, you're not gonna do that.
So, but I want us pause here because we can be going for a whole nother hour and I ain't got another hour to give.
Right. I got 5, so I got time.
See?
I got time.
Now you got time. I can tell.
Okay, usually right now you dipped off and went to sleep.
Your ass would have been gone 55 minutes ago.
Yep.
You're correct.
So now he wants us to stay up.
No, I just said I had time today because I still got 4 hours to go.
But let's go into this game right now. The Houston Texans play the Pittsburgh Steelers on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central, if I'm not mistaken, 7 p.m. Eastern. Going to be an interesting game. It's going to be the battle of Ohio State quarterbacks. Between Justin
One
Fields
running
and
back, one quarterback.
Hey,
I,
give Justin credit. I like Justin.
let me say this: the
He's still a running back.
Pittsburgh Steelers may unlock Justin Fields, and it's going to it may and the Chicago Bears may regret trading Justin Fields, because I'm telling you this right now, Caleb Williams is BUST in capital letters.
Are you saying because of the purse?
You.
He has so many red flags.
Okay, anybody watch Hard Knocks last night?
So let me say this:
nails don't even come up for me.
I don't even. That ain't got that ain't got all that extra shit. Ain't got nothing to do. I know, but that ain't got for me personally. That ain't got shit to do with shit. I'm telling you right now, the hype that came in with Caleb Williams, he's going to. People are already saying he has to have a CJ Stroud type year, or he's
he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't.
Yes, he does. No. Hold up. The difference is CJ said he went into one of the worst situations as a rookie. He had the worst wide receiving. He had a rookie head coach, a rookie OC. So if he was able to pull that off, and you have 3 number 1 wide receivers on your team, because you got DJ, who they just extended, you got Keenan Allen, and you got Rome, and you got Cole Kmet. Hold up, Cole Kmet, and your running back room, it's solid. Your defense is good. So
yeah, I mean they spent their money.
If he's supposed to be generational and he's a Heisman Trophy winner,
why the
hell would he not have a better season than CJ? If you that do,
no, I think he can have a good year.
No. You can't be generational and have a good year.
Okay, sure, but like Peyton Manning was supposed to be amazing, and he was. But how was this rookie year?
That was 25 years ago. The game has changed.
No. I'm agree with Swan. I'm agree with Swan. That's why I'm up because he's not walking into what Peyton Manning walked into. He's not walking into what CJ walked into. He's walking into situations where they knew they would have the first round pick early in the season because Carolina Panthers was so bad, and they had 2 first round picks that year, 2 first round picks next year, and had cap space and made trades to get Sweat to come out there because they knew they had money. They were getting a quarterback because they lost all faith in Justin Fields. He has to be at least average to good. He can't have bad season. I'm sorry. I
never said bad.
No, I think he's a bust. Why he can't be average? I'm telling you what Bears fans say. With Justin Fields last year, they won 7 or 8 games.
7 games, yeah.
7 games.
And there were a couple of games.
He didn't play.
Justin makes decisions here and there. Hell, they could have won.
Justin missed like 4 or 5 games himself.
Right, but I'm saying this: Justin didn't have what Caleb has right now. So if you can get 7 wins, and Caleb's supposed to be a better passer, he's a better creator. Okay, if you're loaded, why the hell you not gonna win at least 9 games, 9 and 10? If you can get 7 with Justin last year, you can't get 3 more.
And a better OC.
Yeah, you got a better OC. So you can't get 3 extra games? Then you're not generational.
So let me say this, man. Caleb, that generational term is like the plague. Like if you label generational, you're never going to fulfill that designation. Look at all of the last
year.
Look, exactly, Swan.
No. His play was he got.
But that ain't what I mean when I say that. You're never going to live up to that label. If you're labeled generational outside of Peyton Manning,
Andrew Luck.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Hold on. Let me clarify with Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck did not live up to his generational tag because Andrew Luck retired when
But
he only
he lived
played
up to it when he played. So
No.
yes, he did.
No,
Yeah,
generational
I
means
got agree with Swan on that one. AD.
Yeah,
no.
his play was generational.
If he didn't have
Generational
a broken
means
spine and spleen,
generational means hold
No,
on.
no, no.
Generational
It's
hold
how
on.
you play.
go ahead, Eddie.
Generational means there's no ifs with generational.
Yes, it can be.
Generation generational means people are going to be talking about you forever.
And they
And
talk about
folks
Andrew
still
Luck.
do. They say if his career
People
had
don't
not been cut
people
short, yes, it
people
is.
hold
That
on.
is how people talk about him.
Certain people talk about Andrew Luck.
No, no, not
Okay.
certain people.
Andrew
Many
Luck
people.
is easily forgotten
No, he's not.
No, he's not. No,
because
Maybe
he's
for
what
you,
what hold
okay.
on.
Listen,
nationally,
I give
I
you one player.
know
I
they
give you
do
one
not.
player that's going to debunk your whole situation. Bo Jackson still considered a generation player, even though he got
His
hurt
career
early
got
Why
cut
hold
short.
on. Why was Bo Jackson generational?
Talent.
because
He
he did
played two
everything.
sports.
He did what?
He did
But he
everything,
didn't play. But hold up. But it got cut short. It doesn't matter. It got cut short due to injury.
He
and
played
they still talk about Bo Jackson.
hold on. Bo Jackson played two sports.
It doesn't matter.
And Bo
Going by your
Jackson
logic, he
No,
didn't.
no,
But he didn't finish it.
bro. I agree with you on 85% of stuff. You're totally wrong with this one here. Because
Andrew Luck is not
Andrew Luck
Yes,
is
he
generational.
still
was.
Andrew
Ain't
Luck is
nothing
the gold standard of
no.
generational talent from the time he
Hold
was
on. Hold on. What did you say? Generational what?
talent.
Standard.
Talent. There you go.
That's it. I mean,
I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about generational player.
but he was while he played.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to play word gymnastics. When Andrew Luck came out, he was a generational talent. That
And he
label
played
is
like
now
one.
placed on everybody else for scouts. You know I hate the word just talent, but when it
Mhm.
comes to generational talent, fuck. Anyway,
What you doing? We ran over a squirrel.
no, I ran over a tire.
Shit.
So, but when it comes to
So
generational
you
talent,
can't
that you got,
multitask. So you distracted.
shit, it's black.
You
It's
get
pitch
so
black in
hyped.
it.
Your driving ain't generational, nigga.
That's fine. But that label, a generational talent, is a curse, as you say.
Yeah.
There's not been a player,
Overall,
especially
overall.
quarterback, other than Andrew Luck, who actually lived up to the fact that he had generational talent.
There ever even if you want to say since Andrew Luck was drafted what 2010,
No,
20
2012.
20 yeah, that was around there. I knew it was in the teens, but that's been what 12, that's been 12, 13 years ago since he was drafted, right?
And
And
everybody keep
everybody been
using it.
chasing that
Everybody,
unicorn
And
ever
then
since.
they keep using that term like Jules just said, generational
Mm-hmm.
quarterback. Trevor Lawrence.
Yep, same.
Trash.
I knew you was gonna go there. I wasn't gonna
Yeah, I'm calling
Still
him like it
waiting.
is. Trash. Caleb Williams, I'm telling y'all, and I'm because we need to go ahead and run through this game real quick because we already pushing. We about to push 2 hours. We ain't never supposed to do this long.
hey, I got time today.
Dude, we know you got
Yeah,
time,
we know.
but
So
I gotta
secretly,
go to work
Jules
in the
want us to
morning.
keep going.
But that's why he keep bringing up these goddamn arguments because we keep talking. But thank you, Slick.
Hold on, Jules say, "Give me the Louisiana, I'll be all right."
I'm in Louisiana right now.
See, that's easy. Okay, so you just wanted to get you to Beaumont,
I got 4 hours of home time, man. I could go all night.
get you to Lake Charles, huh?
Oh,
Yep, I'm telling you.
nah, yeah, get him to Lake Charles. But this so going back, all these quarterbacks are trash. And I talked about Caleb Williams, and I'm like, people can say this, and that, and they get enamored and all this stuff. Caleb Williams playing at USC and Oklahoma didn't do anything that wowed me to the point where I'm like, okay, yeah, he's the guy that I haven't seen before. When a player does some things that I haven't seen before, then I'm like, okay, he has that. But there's like the things that Caleb Williams did his last few years with USC and his rookie, his freshman year at Oklahoma,
Lincoln Riley.
Johnny Manziel.
I
Johnny
Johnny
Manziel
Manziel,
did
Johnny,
all of that.
Baker, and I gave one last year. Bryce Young. That's what I saw when I saw Caleb Williams. Wide open concepts. He running around it. You don't. That's not how you play the position to win games in the NFL. That's not what you coach up. Kyle Murray, same thing.
Yeah.
All that running around, throw the ball 100 yards. It does not matter. It's can you read the progression? Can you throw from the pocket?
But
Mahomes is still a pocket first quarterback.
Lamar.
Hold on.
Lamar.
We ain't talking about running backs.
I'm about to get off.
Running backs.
I ain't got time to running back.
Let me say this: Patrick Mahomes is an anomaly. I hate when people bring up Patrick.
No,
Mahomes.
he said that nobody does. I'm just saying that technically he's been successful doing it.
Because he is quarterback god right now. Yep. Patrick Mahomes is one of them ones, okay? And you can't take that away from Patrick Mahomes. Shout out to the Chiefs. I gotta give Bill O'Brien his credit. He did not want Deshaun Watson. He wanted Patrick Mahomes. Fuck you, Andy Reid.
He couldn't coach Patrick Mahomes though.
But he saw the talent.
He saw the talent. So shout out to that. Patrick Mahomes.
Nebraska got a Pat Mahomes future Pat Mahomes.
Oh man, you saw that damn Twitter video. That damn TikTok. But no, honestly, hold on, Pocket Pass is going through progressions. Yes, that is the biggest thing with Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams cannot operate in structure. He does not play. If you put Caleb Williams in structure, he does not do well at all.
And that's the reason why. Right. That's the reason why he didn't do QB count.
Right, but I'm thinking
that's why he only interviewed for one team.
Right, but his thing is that's why they went and got him a Keenan Allen. You signed DJ and you got him wrong because Keenan Allen is going to be his best friend.
They're going to be plays with Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Roma Duze wide open, and he misses the throw sitting back in the pocket. And people are going to say, "What the fuck?"
I don't think he's missing sitting in the pocket. He's going to scramble outside the pocket. Because that's why he's going to feel comfortable. They're going to let him play his game. Watch. They're going to let him play his game, and then they'll try to.
You can't do that. So
but you can't just all of a sudden try to make him. That's what Bill O'Brien tried to do with Deshaun initially, and the shit didn't work. You have to let guys like that play their game, and you have to work within that, and then you work on how to keep him in the pocket. But you're gonna still let him play off script. You're gonna have to.
Go ahead, Mike.
Otherwise, he's gonna fail.
I like Jaden Daniels a lot as a prospect. But he plays with a reckless abandonment at the quarterback position. He's going to get himself hurt.
Okay, so we haven't seen if Cliff is going to scheme that where he.
It don't matter. He will run into him.
Oh no, he's going to run. No, it
ain't even about running.
It's trying to be like Josh Allen taking on the contact. That's what he's got to do better at.
That's the point that he's talking about is that he, regardless of the situation, he finds contact, and he is too small, and you cannot be doing that.
And a second point, I know it's a hot take on this panel. I think Caleb Williams is going to have a pretty good year. It's not going to be spectacular. It's going to be pretty good.
Hell, if you had shit,
yeah, that was a strong receiver group, but
I just named who his receivers were.
Hold on, but I understand. This is almost fail proof. If you fail through this, you suck.
True.
Just point blank. Period. They gave you got a
three
tight
number
end.
ones.
You got 3 number 1 receivers, like Swan said. You got a tight end. You got they drafted the offensive line the last 2 years. They've tried to rebuild that offensive line.
And it won't be good, but it'll be better than it was. Honestly, their tight end 2 is pretty damn good.
Yeah,
Gerald Everett. So,
and then
their defense should be giving him the ball back, or at least not have him having to be on the field as long.
So you got OC to coach him.
So let me say this. Let me say this. It's 2 things. 1, I don't know how the fuck we got to Caleb Williams. 2,
it's been a while now.
Yeah, it's been a while. Well, now we got to play the 7 degrees of separation. How do we get here?
Because Because we're talking about Justin Fields.
Generational talent.
Yeah. So hold on. Yeah, we gotta.
Can we get back to the game?
Jules keep fucking with us and keep rolling us back.
I think. Look,
he's fucking with you because I told you I already know what he's doing.
No, we love Garrett. We're so happy he's part of this and giving us stuff to talk about. But I gotta say, I think him and Jules are in cahoots right now. They're trying to make this podcast 4 or 5 hours.
Oh shit!
Jules, no, I'll argue with him. We can do this.
Yeah, and I ain't got it. He'll have a long night versus Second Crystal. Oh yeah. He gonna look on Sunday Night Football. They gonna say, "Oh, the Bears made a mistake drafting Caleb Williams #1 overall."
They'll say, "Oh, he's learning. That's what rookies are." They'll make excuses because they'll say, "Well, you can't really expect that he would be coming out like CJ was," because we know that was one of the best rookie seasons ever. So nobody should be expecting these rookies to come out and do what he did.
And that's why his ass should have played last game too. He should play at least one series last game.
It don't matter. He wanted the other 3 guys. He still wanted Mahomes. So hell, he still figured it out. He just.
Oh shit! He said, "Don't give him." He don't want Bill O'Brien to give shit.
Well, then you blame Rick Smith for drafting Deshaun then. And I give
him credit for that.
I mean, that Mike, you made a point right here. Mike saying, "I bet Williams stole some money." That's not. I mean,
come on now.
Come on.
I mean,
now the question should be: is he gonna throw more yards than Lamar will rush for? Now that's a better comparison.
Here we go.
But let's go into this game. What are y'all expectations, and who are y'all most excited to see? As D'Amico said, that the first teamers will get at least 1 or 2 series in. I don't see Will Anderson or Kamari Lassiter or Christian Harris or Titus Howard. Most of these guys has been in and out of practice playing. Who are y'all most excited to see from the starters that are going to play on tomorrow?
I want to see KG and Juice play the ones, most ones possible. But I doubt that's not going to happen.
They about to play with the same line that they played last game.
Right, so that's one of the
he was so excited after that first game. He's like, "I gotta see it again."
But other than that, nobody. I don't want to see anybody.
I want to see Mechie in this game. I want to see if Xavier Hudson can put back-to-back preseason games together. Can he really, kind of separate himself from Mechie to say, "Oh, okay, you truly are wide receiver number 4"? Or are we still saying, that was a good preseason game. It was the Bears, but, this week. But the secondary, I want to see if Petrie going to look a little bit better this,
Yeah, I would say the secondary for me.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing is, I want to see truly, and it's really not about the players, it's about the coaching. I want to see if D'Amico can handle a goddamn running quarterback.
Yeah.
Also, off topic, why didn't we sign Khalil Davis' twin brother? What was up with that?
Who?
Khalil Davis' twin brother. He just got signed. Why didn't we make that move?
I don't know.
He ain't Khalil Davis.
Yeah, we got to have like 5 Davises, though, right?
Yeah.
Got to keep that going.
I want to see Bullet. I want to see Bullet.
I agree with Stressing. I agree with you, Jules. I agree with Stressings as well. I do want to see Dameon Pierce. I want to see what the hell he gonna put on film. I do want to see Cam Akers as well. I want to see Cam Akers get more time. I want to see what he's going to produce as well. I want to see, again, like y'all said, K Stover. I want to see more K Stover. I want to see. Oh, there's somebody in mic. Okay. I was like, I thought that was one. I heard.
No.
But no, I do. I think does the Neil Hunter play? If he does, that's somebody I want to see. Does Aziz play?
Nope.
He's a starter.
Yeah.
You can't have. Hold up. You cannot have all these second, third string guys and none of the first team guys not getting reps playing together. If you ain't injured, you had your ass out there.
What's wrong with Harris?
Christian Harris?
Hamstring.
Soft tissue injury.
They said it was hammy.
I mean,
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know Stressing, do you know what happened to TQ? I haven't had a chance to pay attention
It
this
was
week.
a it was
Good
a
lower
it
extremity.
was a calf injury.
Okay, is it a strain,
Yeah,
a tear, or what?
strain,
Oh,
calf
okay,
strain.
okay.
It came out and they said
He
he's
looked good
probably
though.
going.
He did. Oh man, that touchdown. I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's a big ass target.
Here we go again. People love TQ and they
I
want him
love
to
I
be
love his game brings. I understand the dude can't stay on the damn field for 3
one.
straight years.
You love what he brings. He brings you. He'll score a touchdown.
No,
He'll be
I'm
out.
talking
He'll
about
be hurt not for the
tackle.
season.
I'm just talking the same way you love what Kenyon Green bring, and he ain't done anything yet. God damn it! I can sit back and say I understand what their talent looks like. I can recognize that they can't stay on the damn field.
He can't though. So
That's what I'm saying. I recognize that. I was just trying to figure out was it something he tweaked or did he tear it?
now
Because 3 years in a
he
row
strained
he's
his
been on
calf.
IR,
Yeah, and that's the thing. Do
but
they
he
put
ain't on
him
IR
on?
yet.
Not yet. But if they tried his ass out there in the last preseason game, he get hurt. He will be
But
on
that's a
IR.
nice weapon. I mean, did you see? I mean, D Millie was looking nice out there. You know, come on, let's be honest. I
Okay,
got to give a guy some credit.
here we go. Now see, we
I
did
mean, he
good.
only had one pass. He had one pass that could have been one of those classic moments. But that was it. Other than that, he did move the ball down the field.
DTQ is the first guy to ever score a touchdown in a new uniform. So he Billy Miller now.
What? What you
uh,
talking?
Billy Miller. You don't remember Billy Miller?
First person to
Swan.
score touchdown for the Texans.
I'm about to say Swan. Hold on, you ain't swarming. You don't know Billy Miller. It's Swan now?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I was like, you said who? I'm like, you don't know Billy Miller?
Yeah.
But needless to say, man, shout out to the 300 watching us live. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Houston Stressings, Blue Boy Shine, Brandon Hollum,
I want to see
RG
Davis
Mike.
Mills play. I think we
I
should. I
just
think we need to
said
break
that.
down. I think we need to break down this game last week, right now, and talk about it.
I'm good.
It's coming.
Hey, that's what you do for family. You sacrifice.
Hold on.
He asking for help without asking.
He gonna hold me. Let me say this. I don't know if Archer is gonna play in the preseason, but he will be another player that I want to see play because we ain't gonna see him play for 6 weeks. But yeah, no, not putting no respect on no damn Davis Mills.
Why not?
Y'all not about to keep doing this shit.
No.
Y'all not about
There's
to-
a
nope,
there's a
nope,
difference
nope,
saying that
nope,
he
nope,
played
nope,
well
nope,
against
nope,
the twos and the
nope,
threes.
nope.
Okay, so
My
y'all scared
laptop
to get a
got
man
like 2
Man, he's
credit.
minutes.
playing for he's
So
playing for a
Wait a minute.
contract though.
Y'all so scared that the meal section was gonna come out.
Who?
Y'all can't even give
Swan.
that man a
I've been
compliment.
trying to end this podcast for like 40 minutes.
I
Now
mean, the
you about to
man's
Hey,
bring up a topic and
he's
motherfuckers.
playing for a
Hold on.
contract.
Hold
they
on. Now
need
y'all gonna
us.
bring up. Hold on. First of all, both of y'all gonna pause.
both y'all start a
Both of y'all
space.
pause. I'm gonna bring y'all back.
Did
Y'all
you
act
get rid
right.
of him? Oh,
Got rid of your ass too. Shit.
We're gonna have an after show. We're gonna on Twitter.
Yeah, we will have a space where we can talk about goddamn Davis Mills.
I'm
But
just
we
saying the
will
man's
oh,
not.
playing
you
for
just
a
don't want to
contract.
record. Oh, you don't
Hold
want
on.
it recorded.
No. The space will be recorded. I don't want to keep this podcast going for no goddamn another 30 minutes talking about no damn Davis Mills. So
He's playing for
He's
he's
on the
playing
roster.
for an
There's nothing to
extension.
Why
it.
not?
we are at
Hold
the
on.
end.
He's playing for an extension. It's a
Dude,
worthy topic.
dude,
God,
dude.
so
I
shameless.
think you playing for trade bait. Hey.
Hold on. What
She
I'm
say
about to
yay
do?
after show.
Right.
No.
Even Yvonne, she up.
No. Fuck that.
Okay,
No.
ask
Your
the
fans want you to
audience.
keep
Ask
talking.
the audience if they got another hour in them.
I don't have
Yeah.
another hour. It don't matter. I'm sorry, but I don't. And Mike, we just lost Mike because his computer
Okay,
died.
Mike that pays light bill.
No, Mike computer died because we've been talking so damn long.
I can't help because he ain't play. Hey, so you said electric bill he ain't pay?
No, his laptop died. The
Because he
battery.
ain't plug it up. Because he ain't got no.
I wouldn't plug this motherfucker up either if I was on
Mine
the
stay
phone for
plug.
for hours.
Mine
All
plug.
right. We'll go. It's over. I'm just mess with y'all.
So at the end of the day, I want to thank the 300 watching live. I want to thank everybody in the comments, including Yvonne, RG Mike, Brandon Hollum, Houston Stressings, um, Larry Payton, Blue Boy Shine. Um, who else we had on the chat today? Coach Cool McCain. Shout out to him and being active in the comments. K1 Stella, as well. At Retreat Hell, Berkeley Boss 97, all our faithfuls. Morocco from the Titans Coliseum. And I think we also had King Foka in the building, our faithful,
It ain't
returnees,
Flocka?
Killer Cow. I'm not calling him King
Hey, can
Foka.
I make one comment before we go?
I don't know, Killer Cow. Let me lay these rest of these names. Killer Cow, Ja'Cory Armstrong, um, and Rios. Everybody. I want to give everybody credit because y'all in the comments is just as y'all on the podcast just as much as us, and of course DJ Waller. All y'all showing love and being a part of the podcast as well. Shout out DJ Amazing. He made sure he gonna get here for his bay.
Okay, time to go. Put the damn, cut it. Gotta go.
All I want to say
Hey,
is J.J. Watt looked the same size as Andre Johnson at the Hall of Fame game. He cannot play anymore. Let that white boy stay retired.
Damn that.
hey, now JJ
Give
coming.
me back white Jesus.
Hey,
He's the same size as Andre.
I
Andre
don't
is
give
about
a
215.
shout out L'Islam and shout out Lakeville 89 as well.
He is
Stay
we not
in football shape.
Absolutely. Put
stay
that back up
royal,
there.
stay royal, man. I do
Nah,
want
stay
to encourage everybody in there, everybody in the, who isn't a subscriber to the podcast. Y'all see it down there in the ticker below. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We always bring the talk. And DJ, DJ, we about to go, brother. We about to go. Lakeville, go ahead, and we got 2 hours worth of content, brother. It's been a lot of myriad of topics, and Jules is trying to keep us on.
We
And
got
here go
30 minutes
DJ.
in us.
I don't, nigga, I don't.
You're too
So
young not to have 30 minutes left.
no, I got things to do. Okay,
We
I
all
gotta
do,
work.
but we
I
be
gotta.
sacrificing.
No. I done gave y'all 2 hours now.
See, Jules, you see how you do you?
Hey, I can't complain. He hold down for the
Hold on.
podcast.
Hey,
He holding
I
down.
thought you was your brother's keeper. Come on now.
Nah. I can't hold
Swan,
doing it.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I ain't Chris. I can't be up on those spaces on the podcast 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
So you said, hold on,
I
so you gotta see the hot tub.
that ain't me. That ain't me. But shout out to everybody. We appreciate y'all all. And this has been another great episode of the H-Town Rundown. And we will see y'all next week when we talk about what the Texans did and how we beat the hell out of Pittsburgh Steelers on Friday. So we'll see y'all
Peace.
next week. Peace.
Out of here.